This team had just won back-to-back premierships. And now the Brisbane Lions, well, they're kind of in a little bit of a crisis. Mainly with Lachie Neale's marriage. As he ended up doing another woman after that grand final loss to that grand final win against Geelong. As we are ready to build for life after Lachie Neale. Hopefully Draper and Allen are still available. Well, it sucks you can't offer any more contracts. We do some trades. No way, we are not sending Answorth away in a trade. This first trade offer we are proposing it's with Fremantle. Let me know in the comment section what do you think I should do with Lachie Neale. Should I keep him at Brisbane or should I trade it back to Fremantle? Let's create a new trade first. Let's do a trade with the Eagles. We're going to be trading off these picks. We're going to be doing a bit of a pick swaps just to bring Brandon Starcevich and Devon Robertson to the Eagles. That trade has been accepted with the West Coast Eagles. Let's do a deal with Adelaide. We'll send Calamar Chi to the Crows for a future first. And maybe pick 39. That should definitely be able to give us enough space for us to sign Oscar Allen. Let's give Oscar Allen a 7-year contract to become a Lion. And Sam Draper. I can't get him in a contract because, well, we got so many players contracted. Let's do a deal with Essendon. Before we find out what's going to happen with Lachie Neale. Before we address the whole Lachie Neale situation. First, let's do some trades. First trade up the ranks, we got rid of McInerney. We have basically traded into the Bombers. In return for a couple of picks. And so we are about to sign Sam Draper as a free agent. No, let's swap future firsts. Just so we can bring Sand Draper through the door. That's our 2 new recruits sorted. Let's do a deal. Port Adelaide will send Reepstra, Hosey. Send away a couple of players we don't really need. Maybe Henry Smith. We'll probably send them off to the Power for a bit of draft capital. Now here's the big one. Let's do a deal with Fremantle. With this one, we are sending Lockie Neal back to Fremantle. Thank you for the 2 Brownlows. Thank you for 2 premierships. Thank you for that substitute impact in the 2025 Grand Final. We'll wish you the best back in Perth to be with your family. That means we'll basically unlock the likes of Will Ashcroft. We'll basically could unlock more possibilities like the Ashcroft twins re-signing. Let's give Will Ashcroft a 9-year contract, because he's come out to be Lockie Neal's replacement. And let's get Levi Ashcroft on a huge contract till 2030. Done. Would you look at that? Brisbane have got a lot of picks. What do we do with these picks? We'll send pick 10, pick 29, 32, maybe 44. 2 to Western Bulldogs. To find the true replacement. To find a replacement for Lockie Neal. How about Oscar Baker? He's a Queensland lad. Goodbye, Lockie Neal. Hello, Oscar Baker. Hello to a new era here at Brisbane. What an off season by the Lions. We got a lot of open spaces available for the draft. Now that Lockie Neal is gone, we decline Answorth to Richmond. Let's move on to the draft. What a start to life after Neal. The Lions have drafted Daniel Annabelle. That's the purpose for today's rebuild. Building for the future. Building for life after Lockie Neal. We'll get Cody Curtin, our next pick. We did pretty well with our draft. Yep. Now we got the rookie draft. O'Reilly just rebuilding the Brisbane Lions for life after Lockie Neal. Also, I've done started off an Adelaide Strikers season with on the BBL Cricket 26, and their game against Hobart in round 2 got called off due to rain. We'll give Oscar Baker the number 9 Guernsey. 4 Alan will wear 4, Draper 2, Hannibal 14. Number we give to we'll probably give 37 to Curtin, McFadden will wear 25, Hayes to wear 42, and I reckon Murphy will wear 39. That is so cool. Your game's beginning to improve in cricket, and also speaking of cricket, in your in that first Strikers game against the Skychers, I think he actually made about 40 runs that game against the Scorchers and played pretty well at wicket keeper, keeping the Scorchers all out for 89. And that was the Strikers' first win in Adelaide against the Scorchers in like what feels like a long time. Anyways, up to the final list lodgement. End of the year. $2026 is here. That's it. Well, still a good effort though. 0 for 11 in Poland. And now we're back to 2026 AFL season. The Lions, they got 32 players still under contract. We'll promote Will McLaughlin to the senior list. Hope that's that deal done. Well, maybe time to begin life after Zach Bailey as well at Brisbane, considering his contract's pretty much running out in real life. It's going to be interesting to see how the Lions will be faring without a few of their premiership players. We'll give Lloyd a new 2-year contract. Zato Selski. He's got himself a new contract. I reckon so. I reckon the Lions will still be a strong side, even without Lockie Neal. As I did basically find a pretty good replacement for him. Locked in Oscar Baker from the Footscray Bulldogs. Torrent could Torrent re-sign. He might be a pretty good player for the Brisbane Lions when or by the time they begin life after that dynasty era. Let's say it could still be a strong side even when they're mainly focusing on youth. Revel, he'll be another one of them players who will be able to step up in Neil's absence. This is goodbye to Lockie Neal and the Lions, Guernsey. He's now back at the Dockers. Now we move on to May. Well, we did start off with a couple of losses. I mean, we are 7th place after round 10. As Neal's absence is pretty much felt. Well, we're starting to not feel his absence. We're back to winning ways. Win. Win. We're back to losing. Winning. Winning. We're in 3rd spot. Let's take a look to see who we're going to verse in the qualifying final. We got Lockie Neal's Dockers. We are versing our former player. Can the Brisbane Lions prove that they don't need their former player anymore? And they might be better, pretty much better off without him. Well, it seems the Lions have got their revenge. The Lions have got revenge on they got one on their former player, who decided to go back to Fremantle after his marital issues. Did we verse him at the Gabba this season? Just having a check. Well, we lost to them. They certainly are. They're still roaring their way to the prelim. And they got a Gabba prelim for the first time since 2023. Now versing Collingwood. Can Brisbane? This could be a chance to get the Brisbane Lions to another grand final. Kind of figuring it's time to roll the dice and maybe play Caden Coleman for this final against the Magpies. And Free Pete's still on, and it looks like look at that, the Lions are still roaring. They won by 4 points against Collingwood, and they're into their 4th straight grand final. Well, once again, we're versing Neal's Dockers. If we want this Free Pete at Brisbane, we're going to have to do it the hard way. We're going to have to beat our former player who has left us to rejoin the Dockers. We got to win this. We got to win this premiership over Lockie Neal. Who is now playing his footy at Fremantle. He's now playing alongside the likes of Brayshaw, Sarong. He's also now got Murphy Reid as his teammate. Braden Cox again. He's now playing alongside Jordan Clark. Anyways, let's spectate the game. Well, gotta check the quarters first. That's better. 5 1/4. We'll give Brisbane the away, Guernsey. Looks like Hubert Clark is the new basically Brisbane's new captain. Who do you reckon will win that grand final? Will Fremantle win the premiership with Lachie Neale, or will Brisbane win it without him?
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're live from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Fremantle and Brisbane. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. And here come the visitors. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto. I'm going with the Dockers. They've been the best side all year, and I think they'll have enough in reserve. That said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one in the balance late.
Thanks for those thoughts, Harf. The umpire and the two captains are ready for the toss.
After I finish all these AFL rebuilds, I think there'll be a couple of new series coming in. One will be a dynasty challenge for each team. See if I can get a team to win 4 in a row. And another one is...
1996 produced Fitzroy's 869th and last win in the VFL
AFL Women's rebuild.
Game at the Western Oval against Fremantle in the Dockers' second season in the AFL. The Roy's led by 51 points at three-quarter time before running out 31-point winners. Anthony Mellington starring with 6 goals. Fitzroy's last ever match would take place later that season against the same opposition at Subiaco Oval. There was to be no fairy tale ending. The Dockers winning by 74 points and Fitzroy finishing with just the one win in its final season before merging with the Brisbane Bears.
Could this...
Painfully slow week gives way to a massive roar.
Well, this is the Lions' chance to get revenge for 1996. This is their first time first Fremantle in Melbourne since 1996, when they were the Fitzroy Lions.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments on the major.
Fremantle basically didn't give them a fairy tale ending in 1996. As the Dockers won by 74. The Lions are out for revenge. Come on, Brisbane. Don't let Fremantle...
They might be out here. here. Doesn't often
He seems like a good lad, Matty Bell. Seems like a good lad, Matty Bell. Or I once played footy with him at Eastern Park back in the day. I won a few premierships with him in 2018, 19 and 20.
Draper looking for territory.
Those were good years.
The midfield battle's so important. Lohman read it well and claims the mark.
To finish off the good work.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
Chapman to bring it in. Bolton. He's copped some of his own medicine. Great tackling technique there. Good ruck work. Reed. Brayshaw. Slick hands. Clark. Can he mop up? Sarong. He's set upon. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Darcy palms it down. Neal. Coleman. We've seen that before. Young. It's not a fair fight. Both midfields are going to earn their money today.
The Lions have had a few easy clearance wins already because they're opening up space that the opposition's allowing them to run into.
Sarong knew the tackle was coming. Time to turn on the Jets. Chapman. Walker. That's well played. What's he got on offer? He's made a bright start. Neal makes position. Clark. Fletcher.
Another mate, Matty Bell's got Jamie Ludlow. I also won premierships with him at Eastern Park in the same era, 2018 to 21.
Penetrating ball. Chapman wins it back. Great mark. Can he hit a target? Bolton has found some space. Good vision there. Walker squeezes the kick. Amos on a lead. The Dockers might be about to start something. Pearce, they're keeping the ball well. It's become a game of keepings off. Dudley, all on his own. Kicks inside the forward 50. That's a waste. Chips to half-back. Fletcher pushes into space and receives the footy. Greg Williams would have been proud of that one. Coleman. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Draper wins the tap. Marshall, a bit of a panicked handball. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw-in.
It's already looking like this will be a stoppage-heavy game, so it's tailor-made for those who thrive on getting their hands dirty.
Draper showing his skills. Sarong, Brayshaw leading from the front. Anyone's ball. Dudley out of play again.
Neither side has really looked like piling on the goals. This one's a slow burn for now.
The two big men do battle. Marshall, that has to hurt. Draper, Berry running in support. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Draper, the winner there. Marshall, McCluggage, Fletcher. No easy exit. He's been busy so far. He's under close attention. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. That can only be holding the ball.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
Well played. Takes the logical option. Bailey, the Lions, looking ominous. Fletcher charges onto it. Kicking for his first. He's got it.
They had to work hard for that first goal, but in the end, it was a pretty simple one, made possible by some smart decision-making.
The Lions are up and about early. Darcy with a deft tap. Reed read it well. This is promising. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Sturt, dangerous to leave on his own. Frederick, he's gone. Wilmot, and they're out of trouble. McDonald spoils. McCluggage closed him down. Takes the safe option. Rayner throws it on the boot. Cameron runs onto it and can drive them into attack. The sprint is on. He's lost possession. Allen has eyes only for the footy. He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
That's a great way to open your account. His confidence will be sky high.
The Lions have made an impressive start. Draper with a deft tap. Dunkley. They've coughed it up. Neal under pressure. Erasmus. Reed. Goes long. Good disciplined defence. Coleman. Can he find a teammate? Dunkley outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. The Lions have started well. Joyce can keep it moving. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Bailey cops some unwanted attention. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Punch clear. Dunkley out of the congestion. McCluggage in the right spot. Bouncing ball. Sarong leads his opponent. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Joyce. The Lions are playing some great footy. Morris. He's taken a beauty. Neat little stab kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. You can see their confidence growing. Pearce thought his way through it. Honours the lead. The Dockers not at their best so far. Bolton has got off the chain. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
In towards goal. He's made the goal umpire work too much, in fact.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
The ball's been living at one end. Berry in the clear. The Lions with a fast start, but plenty of work still to do. It's quarter time. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Lions are already comfortably winning the clearances and they're getting the ball forward quickly, which is exactly what defenders don't want. If they can keep doing that, then this match can only go one way.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again.
Looking like a good quarter so far for Brisbane. Well, if they can hold on to that in the next 3 quarters, they'll get payback for what happened in the final round of 1996 when their predecessor, the Fitzroy Lions, had their last game ended with a loss to Fremantle in Perth.
Jackson punches it out of the ruck. They've got good chemistry, those two. Brayshaw. It's hard to defend ball movement like this.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
Has he got enough on it? The Lions wriggle off the hook. Sizes up what's ahead. That could be a goal-saving tackle. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
Good work rate. Neat little worm burner. They're moving the footy well here. Taking time to assess the options. Joyce in the centre square. Baker, Ryan with the big fist. Chapman, the kick was centimetre perfect. What's he got on offer? Frederick at centre half forward. He's had little impact so far. This is good ball movement. Golden opportunity here.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
The Dockers have steadied. Jackson showing his skills. Brayshaw. Joyce making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. No way through there, and they'll reset. Darcy with the tap. Erasmus. Young. Good tackle. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Bolton. Zorko mops that one up. Blasts away. Bailey got to the right position and hung on. Cameron wins the contest hands down. They've got time to put the kettle on. Pearce went bang. Rushed over and they can reset.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Chapman with the footy. Bolton gets a kick away. Young working hard and presenting well. Sturt, Brayshaw, that's good work rate. Quality delivery by foot. They'll bide their time. The Dockers are out of trouble. Sturt has got loose. Bolton, they cannot keep him quiet. Marshall wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Draper in some space on the wing. Careful ball movement. Lohman. This is good footy. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
He won't threaten the goals with kicking like that, but he has at least managed to score.
It's no coincidence that the team that kicks better at goal generally wins the game.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Walker with a chance to run. Good kick. Erasmus doesn't often waste it. Clark working hard and being rewarded. Manages to find a teammate. Got to get it forward now. Rayner picks it off. That's poor kicking. Tidy ball. Draper. Spearing pass. Can't take it. Clark gathers. Couldn't burst through. Berry. Good thinking and good execution too. Bailey has found some space.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
McDonald to bring it in. Ryan has found some space. Brayshaw all on his own. Normally delivers. Searching kick. Bolton like a Yorkshire Terrier. Draper showing some desperation. He's hit up the lead. That's a useful ball. The Dockers have been
I suppose with my future rebuilds on the channel, do you reckon I should do a retro rebuild to see if I can rebuild some past teams and take them to glory?
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
They're peppering the goals. Got to get some rewards soon.
The ball's been living at one end. Have they weathered the storm? That's skillful. It's a dreadful mistake.
It's so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
Critical contest coming up. Punched away. Gets it to safety.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
He's off. Time to measure the kick. Clark pushes into space and receives the footy. Ashcroft read that well. What's he got on offer?
He's goalless so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
Kicking for his first. Thumped away. He had no interest in taking any chances. McDonald tasked with the kick in. Ryan works hard to present. Walker on a lead. What a hand pass. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Who's front and centre? McCluggage taken to ground. The fans will be happy to see this. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Darcy slaps it out. Reed reads the tap well. Pearce doing what he does best. Panicked under pressure. Reed. And that is the end of what's been a terrific first half with some memorable highlights. Let's hope the second half is just as good. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Lions in front at the halfway mark, but this is anyone's game. I can't see either side relenting, and it should make for an entertaining and unpredictable second half. Both sides will certainly know they've been in a contest at the end of it.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. The big men fly. Baker, Zorko. He's generally a good kick. Cameron takes a beauty. Sets a task for the forwards. McCluggage had his name written all over it. He will surely make this count.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
He's got it done.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
The Lions clearly didn't read the script. They were supposed to struggle today. Draper has probably got the points at this stage. Rayner, Baker, Berry running in support. He's been quiet. Chapman absorbs the pressure. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Darcy palms it down. They have a good understanding, those two. Advantage paid. They desperately need a goal. Well played. They've got a problem now. Can he finish it off?
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
He's given it a tug and missed.
I just wonder how many more chances like that they're going to get.
Joyce goes short with the kick in. Honours the lead. Taking time to assess the options. Ashcroft makes position. The Lions are playing some great footy. What can they muster from the back half? That's a well-placed kick. Joyce.
Definitely. So I remember back in 1993, Woodville West Titans won the premiership 3 years after the merger, and I could do an SANFL club rebuild. But that one, I'm thinking I could do maybe I could start off maybe getting South Adelaide, trying to get South back to glory. Or like as they haven't won a flag in 60 odd years.
The Lions with the past 2 goals. Rucks go at it. Dunkley, McCluggage. He'll be sore in the morning. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Jackson, the winner there. The team physios will be working overtime. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that.
The Dockers are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
They are hunting the ball carrier. The pressure is intense. We'll have yet another stoppage. It's been a great job.
Well, he certainly is.
Erasmus, Dunkley.
Well, if I was CEO Dave Kousner, I'd probably bring Jake Sheedy back in the morning. He was a great coach for the Eagles, Jake Sheedy. Or I might get Jay Rawlings out of Fremantle to become the new Eagles coach.
Chapman brings it back in. He had one job and he made a meal of it.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
They'll be lucky if they get away with this. They've kicked very poorly at goal.
Trying to catch them out. Chapman with a chance to relieve the pressure.
Definitely.
Work rate. That'll work. Neat little worm burner.
I reckon the best team Sauce Jenkins might actually coach. I'm probably thinking maybe back to the Crows as a ruck coach. Because he's a great ruck coach, but not a great head coach. He's definitely not a very good head coach.
Young on centre wingers marked. He doesn't waste many. Good disciplined defence.
The Dockers need to come hard pretty soon. It's in danger of getting...
Yeah, but unfortunately that finals appearance was a loss to Geelong. It lost to Glenelg. That Glenelg team was cracked that year.
McCluggage, he'll be annoyed by that. They've found the magic formula. Chapman got a fist in. Baker hunting the footy. The Lions are playing like winners. Rayner, here's real danger now. Chapman had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. The kick is precise. Feeds it out. The Dockers can build something here. Rayner, time and again, he gets to the right place. Marshall, Baker, working hard and presenting well. Allen shaves the grass with that.
That was an absolute poor game.
You have to be tough.
And that was the same year Woodville West Torrens as neighbours Port Magpies finished bottom of the ladder.
Well, there's one side working hard.
And that was a Port Adelaide Power Reserves team.
He's having a crack. It's online. He has absolutely flushed it.
Knowing that you have to stop a certain player and actually being able to do it are two completely different things. He's got a hold of them today.
The Lions having a good third term. The big men fly. Brayshaw can send them into attack. Neal, he's a real pocket rocket. Sturt with a chance to run. Crosses the paint. Brayshaw marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
That's mark number 4, and he's putting together a decent game.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Dockers are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Draper looking for territory. I don't think he meant to smother it. Neal wins it back. Can they get 2 in a row? Amos, Bolton. He'll kick this.
He certainly does.
And
He needs to improve this year as a coach. If not, well, he'll get sacked.
The Dockers will not go away. The big men fly. Dunkley, McCluggage, stripped to the footy. Young, under pressure. Can they get another one? Sturt gets to the front spot and can line them up.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them.
Kicks it goal, and it's there. Here they come.
The Lions need a rethink if they thought they had this one.
The Dockers are back in business. Jackson wins the tap. They've got good chemistry, those two. Sarong, Bailey with the intercept mark. Allen, what's he got on offer?
To really stamp some authority on this match.
Yeah, that was unfortunately the Sauce Jacobs' way of playing as a coach. That is not the Woodville West Torrens way. And I've been to their game against Nord in 2024, and it was shit. Nord won that game by 100 points. That was one of them, and that was before I had the inclusive grand final between Athelston and Kilburn, and Athelston won it that year. I was playing for Athelston in that game.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. McCluggage, Draper. Rayner is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
Not a great kick. Danger averted, frantic defence.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
McDonald tasked with the kick in. Lohman, he can make them pay royally.
To extend the margin beyond 3 goals.
Good looking kick. That'll do. It's a goal.
Yeah, that was, I reckon that was both at home and away, unfortunately. This year, Sturt nearly went undefeated. They had a very good... Sturt's got a very good team this year. Last year, they nearly went into the whole season without a loss.
Brayshaw, Neal, he's generally a good kick. Quality delivery by foot. Is anyone home? It's hard to defend ball movement like this.
Got to kick this one to give them some hope.
Looking to pull one back. That won't do it.
Oh, a couple of teammates are suggesting that perhaps he should have given that one off.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Payne has charged into space. Tidy ball. Cox makes good contact. Joyce, crunching tackle. No leniency from the umpire there.
You've got to be quicker than that.
What's he got on offer? Just has to hit a target. The kick is a poor one. Kicks laterally. The Lions are out of trouble. That's an impressive mark. By hand. Joyce. Payne. It's a tough game. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Alarm bells are ringing.
To give them a glimmer of hope.
Goes at goal, and that is an opportunity gone begging.
Those sorts of shots just have to be goals when you're trying to come from behind.
Joyce with the footy. Can they get it forward this time? Normally delivers. Jackson heads them off at the pass. The clock is the enemy now. Wilmot lays it off. Coleman throws it on the boot. Joyce, the Lions are bringing great energy. Rayner, it's not a fair fight. Morris met solidly. That's not ideal. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Can he be the fire starter? Joyce wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Draper can keep it moving. He's hit up the lead. I've liked his game today. Fletcher marks on centre wing. They can smell victory. Pearce gets to it first. Marshall in the right spot at the right time. The kick was centimetre perfect. Cameron, Morris. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The Lions are giving them nothing. Darcy showing his skills. Neal, Reed, they've got to get a wriggle on. Time to turn on the Jets. It's been paid, and I think we all knew it was coming.
Harsh in the eyes of some, but I think it's a fair call.
Payne spoils. He's drawn a crowd. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Punch clear. Baker dealt with the pressure. That's
I reckon so. New coach coming in 2027 season for the Eagles.
And he's gone.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Allen on a lead. They're well drilled. Bailey. Goal coming up.
This to seal it.
Bailey tries to bend one back, and that is a skillful finish.
The Lions have got it in the bag now.
Definitely. Something needs to change over at Woodville West Torrens.
The Lions having a good patch. Darcy punches it out of the ruck. Reed, Dunkley intercepts the hand pass. Great play. Bailey can go back and shoot at goal.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Same here. I reckon new recruits should be able to go well.
Missed.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
McDonald to bring it in, and they're away. Chapman, he wouldn't take no for an answer. That might attract a pack. Erasmus is hard to beat one-on-one. Bolton can run and carry. This is good ball movement. Darcy, they're moving the footy quickly. Erasmus has it within range.
Kicking at his first.
Needs that to come back, and it does.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
I would basically get someone good in to coach Woodville West Torrens, like maybe a Jade Rawlings, and I reckon 2027 we'll definitely need to have, like, say, a good recruiting program for Woodville West Torrens.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real
To help,
difference if you consistently take those kinds
to
of
help them out with
opportunities.
future premierships. Maybe get a couple of ex-AFL players to come in.
They've done this very comfortably. Good ruck work. He's run into trouble. Reed closed him down. They're tackling with venom today. Draper smashes it out of there. Baker takes the hand pass. Marshall, Berry in the thick of it as ever. Allen, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
To push the margin beyond 30.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
I reckon Luke Baker will come back to the Eagles once his time at Brisbane comes to an end.
They can get you that way as well.
It's just about time for them to celebrate. What a performance this has been. Draper wins it. Baker out of the congestion. Zorko, he'll be sore in the morning. The Lions are ready to pop the corks as they set up for what might be the last stoppage of the season. Rucks go at it. The Lions
Brisbane are premiers in 2026. That's a free pay.
What a performance. This will live in their memories forever. What are the main takeaways from that one, Huff?
The Lions have proven themselves the best side in the competition. Time and again, they've stood up under pressure this year, and today was no different. At one point, we thought this might have ended up close, but they simply refused to let their opponents in. They now get to enjoy the best feeling in sport.
Okay then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Huff.
I can be able to try and check to see if there's any SANFL team management options for a rebuild. See if I can do an SANFL one.